Get Recruited 365 podcast.
All right, let's roll into our next topic. We're going to be talking a little Johnny football. Johnny Manziel. What's going on with the Cleveland Browns, man? A lot of interesting things happening in the city of Cleveland, especially if the big domino named LeBron James comes back to the city. But they got a star right now in football, and that's Johnny Manziel. Everybody loves Johnny football. Well, not everybody. Johnny football is very polarizing. Either you love him or you don't like him at all. But one of his top receivers, one of the young top receivers in the league, Josh Gordon, can't seem to get that monkey off his back. Just got arrested for a DUI. He already had some weed suspensions and stuff like that. I don't know why 2014 athletes still choose to smoke weed over millions of dollars. That I'll never understand for the life of me. But for the sake of this argument, let's not go ahead and just put our foot down on the neck of Josh Gordon. He already down. He finna lose a lot of money. Not gonna be able to play football. So we definitely praying for the brother. But at the same time, it's your fault, dude. But anyway, Manziel, how do you think this is going to affect Manziel? Do you think Manziel is going to pan out? Are we going to make excuses for him if Mr. Heisman Trophy winner doesn't translate to the NFL?
Man, that's a hard one, but I don't know. I think Manziel need a good wide receiver to go to. And dude was live, man. He messed himself up and he messed the team up. I mean, that's going to be a great loss for the team.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, but I still feel like Manziel always find a reason to come out on top, though. I feel like he always.
Well,
now I'm not gonna say Super Bowls and nothing like that.
He definitely not going to Super Bowl.
But as him as a player,
he might can go to the Super Bowl as a fan, but he's not going as a player.
Oh my God.
He's not going to have a jersey on.
They got my dude Kiki there, and they got
We love Kiki from this area.
From West Monroe.
You know, representing West Monroe. And the defense, I think for Cleveland, they're stout. They're gonna be good enough to do.
But I think the offense would have been too. But that is a big loss, man.
That's a huge loss.
Manziel is a scrambler. Manziel gonna scramble, and he gotta have a wide receiver to get open. But
scrambling quarterbacks don't last long in the NFL. And Johnny Manziel is about 5'3", 116 pounds. Going against grown men. All that scrambling is going to have him on the injured reserve.
Like real talk. To me, Johnny Manziel changed, he kind of changed the game a little bit for college. Can I give him a ring with that?
Don't you dare.
He changed it a little bit for college, man, because, I mean, I'm telling you, going out of high school, I'm pretty sure people like, you too small, man. I don't think you do it. He come out, get the Heisman Trophy. I mean, he never won BCS.
Can we give some credit to Mike Evans? Can we give some credit to Mike Evans? This monster that Johnny Manziel was throwing to, a lot of Manziel's stats are connected directly to Mike Evans, who, by the way, was drafted higher than Johnny Manziel, and I'm saying there's a reason for that. I'm just saying we dismissed the fact that Manziel was throwing to some great athletes down there at Texas A&M. Their defense was suspect last year, but they offense was suspect.
Man. Okay, yeah. He was throwing to some great athletes, man. I give him that, but he got to get away from the defensive line. Either he could have been sacked, and those athletes would have done anything.
Because Merrill Hodge talked about the fact when you look at Manziel tape, he wasn't throwing to the open receiver all the time. He would look at his first read. If he didn't like throw, he go into the second read. If it wasn't that, he scrambled. You can't do that in NFL. NFL, you got to go from this side of the field all the way to this side of the field, and you got to be able to do it quick. Manziel's a smart dude. Not going to take that away from Manziel. However, his game that he played in college, they're going to have to really hone him in order for him to last in the league. What I see from Manziel, I see bust waiting to happen. I think he's got a lot of boom or bust potential. And without the right pieces, man, I'm just saying the dude, he ain't going. Who he going to? Name me a Cleveland Brown receiver.
I really can't.
That's what I'm saying. And so I don't care who you are. They got to surround you with some pieces.
Nah. At the same time, I feel like he can go in and change the whole face of the NFL.
So he's Superman.
I'm not saying he's Superman. All I'm saying is things can happen. He ain't gotta have the dude can come out and just kill. All it takes is one game.
How you kill? With who? You can't name me a running back on the Cleveland Browns. Exactly. Name me a receiver.
We talking about Manziel though.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Who he throwing to?
It's gonna be somebody that's gonna step up and take. Never mind.
So we got to wait and see. What I'm saying is I'm a firm believer in this.
I don't think he's going to be a bust, though, honestly.
Well, how I judge a bust, I'm pretty harsh on player. I told you I'm on the record for calling Carmelo a bust.
Now, Carmelo is a bust. Dude ain't got a ring.
There you go. You agree with me.
But here's the thing though. I think he gonna come in and change the face of the NFL. Watch what I tell you. Just watch this season. He probably not gonna even start the first few games.
Well, then how is somebody who ain't gonna start that rookie year gonna change the face of the NFL?
They gonna underestimate the dude that he gonna come. He gonna show him one day in practice.
Are they underestimating him, or are they showing him the level of respect he deserves right now?
Man, he deserves more respect than what he getting.
Well, look, he ain't proved nothing in the NFL yet. His stock dropped tremendously by the fact he went down to the 20s. He was in the 20s in the first round.
Now, whose fault is that?
His.
No, it ain't, man. They stupid. That's all it is. They stupid.
So the whole NFL is stupid. Everybody in the NFL is stupid.
All of them stupid. Whoever they picked Manziel that was supposed to pick Manziel is stupid.
There you
now,
go.
In 4 years, when you know what I'm saying.
It ain't gonna be 4.
5 years when I get drafted, you feel what I'm saying? Don't think about that because I was just playing. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
Nah, but real talk, man, they should have been drafted Manziel. Dallas Cowboys could have had.
No. No, they already got terrible Tony Romo in the contract that he don't deserve.
Exactly.
With his bad back self, who ain't never
never
did nothing. I think I got as many playoff wins as Tony Romo.
This Tony Romo, this Manziel. Manziel, they should have put him up there. That's what they should have did to Tony Romo.
They need to do that to Johnny Manziel too.
No, man, come on.
You know, at Get Recruited 365, we always got to talk recruiting. We got to talk the latest what's going on. In college, in the college landscape, we can talk football, we can talk basketball, any sports on a collegiate level. But more specifically, we're going to be talking about college football since I got one of Louisiana's top class of 2015 prospects, Mr. Michael Doulas, here with me. Let's talk a little bit about the 4-year scholarship. Right now, there's one of the senators, I forget his name exactly offhand. He's campaigning to try to get all athletic scholarships to be 4-year scholarships. And what this means is schools, when they sign a young man like yourself, that means you'll be at that program for 4 years and you had the opportunity to have your education paid for. And I think they're also prepping that, your cost of living for wherever you go will be included in that as well. I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to the 4-year scholarship versus a 1-year scholarship, because if you read between the fine lines from what I've read very early on, the college is still going to have the opportunity to revoke your scholarship if you come out there and you don't pan out. So it's really not a 4-year scholarship. It's kind of like still year to year. So I don't know, but what's your thoughts on that?
My thing is, no matter if I get a 4-year scholarship or 1-year scholarship, I'm going to handle my business. Okay, first of all, that's what you have to do. You have to look at the colleges that want you. You might have TCU that want you. Then you might have McNeese that want you. TCU, I ain't talking that they just offered you, the 1 year. Whereas McNeese offered you the 1 year and they begging you to come. Mm-hmm. You won't go to McNeese, handle your business, and probably maybe start off 4 years to whereas you go to TCU and might not start till your junior, senior if you last that long. You get what I'm saying? So it's just all about the person and what colleges they're going to, and how they handle their business on and off the field.
Well, I agree with you to a certain extent with that one because, like I said before, if I'm an athlete like yourself, a 4-year scholarship is kind of appealing to me, but then it's not. Because if I go out there with the mindset I don't have to work hard in order to earn my scholarship year after year, somebody who hungry gonna come and take that. Yeah. And then most guys who playing at the collegiate level, they got the mindset, I'm gonna do my 2 years of college football and I'm declaring for the draft. Yeah. So you're looking at a guy who all gung-ho about a 4-year scholarship, that means you must not be a real NFL prospect. It must not be on your mind if you're saying, I'm gonna be at the school for 4 years. You look at what's going on in the league right now, you looked at, just like we talked about, the Johnny Manziels, you got the Jameis Winstons and cats like that of the world. They coming in, starting as freshmen, playing and going, clowning, playing and going. And in the NFL, you got to strike while the iron's hot, man. You got to go while your stock is up because you play another year, that's another year. They got tape on you. They're going to break you down and say, oh, Mike can't do this. He don't do this that well. This, that, and third. And next thing you know, you down and you ain't get drafted.
So, if you a Clowney or a Manziel or, Jameis Winston, I think, that wouldn't really matter to them.
Well, I mean, Manziel wasn't highly recruited.
Let's use Cam Robinson then. Let's use Cam Robinson. Dude was highly recruited, you know what I'm saying? He was a very, very big recruit.
Right.
I don't think he worried about whether he should get a 1 year or 4 year because he know whereas you have, say Lawrence who was probably recruited just like him, but I don't think he will be ready in 2 years to go to the draft. So he might be worried about the 4 year, whether than Cam not worried because.
Well, I think it comes from. You should look at a school like USC. USC is offering their players now. If you want to play football at USC and they're offering you a 4-year scholarship. But they only doing it because they in trouble with the NCAA. They got a limited amount of recruits that they can sign. So they're saying, if you're a top-notch guy, go ahead and sign with us. You're going to be here for 4 years. You locked in for 4 years, and we got you, rather than just worry about year for year.
Okay, I'm kind of confused on that. So, say if they got a recruit that's, super good that didn't go to, your SEC schools, and he tells USC, will he have to stay there for 4 years before he goes
Don't have to. You can come up out of the contract. You can come up out of it. It's your point in time. You want to say, I'm waiving my eligibility for
NCAA. I don't feel like
it's
a big difference then. I don't feel like
that's my point. I don't think, for what they wanted to do, I don't think it's going to do that. Because a cat, like we talking about, a cat that's going in and saying, I'm going to do my two, and then I'm going.
Now, well, I use Cam and Julio. They go to the same school. Let's go with Cam's and Asar. Cam Robinson and Asar going. You got Cam Robinson or Cam Sims or Julio. They don't go. I'm finna go get these M's in a few years. Whereas Asar, like, okay, I'm in McNeese, so I might want that 4 year.
I see where you're going, but then at the same time, you can't use that as too much of a barometer because look at some of the small school guys that's been going. You've been getting more, like Tulane been sending guys to the league. ULL
I haven't really been paying attention. Have they been sending them in 2 years or 4 years though?
It's usually like 2 to 3. It varies. But the point remains, you might be a guy who, you picked the small school because you wanted to play faster. And you want to get on the field, faster than you would have, say, if you went to a TCU or a bigger name school. So if your talent is there, the NFL scouts are going to see you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so hard to get to the league, man. So with what you're saying, I agree with you to a certain extent because it's all about fit and it's all about the right situation. And that goes back to recruiting when you're picking the college that you want to go to and when you're projecting forward. Because, like, when we tell our guys here, it's not just about just the offer. One school can offer 200 kids an offer. They can give 200 offers to a kid. Yeah. Out of those 200, only 25 to 30 of them going to sign with that school. So an offer is, if that many. So an offer does not mean you can celebrate, you can chill and be good. That doesn't mean it at all. You can't celebrate until National Signing Day, and you better not celebrate long then because it's another cat coming behind you that they already looking at. Like
that's my thing. Like college. I think, high school, it's all fine and dandy. Going to school for free, most people are.
Right.
Going to school for free, doing what you got to do, playing football for free. You get to college, it's dog eat dog,
yes,
man.
That's America.
So that's the thing.
That's America. Capitalism. If you ain't good enough, you won't be out there. If you ain't good enough, we'll see. You can transfer, and that'll be what it is. But, that's why we love college football. That's why we love football, period. It's competitive. If you're the best man, you'll get out there on the field as long as politics ain't involved.
Just
everything.
But I don't feel like that because they want to offer you a full ride and want you that bad, politics.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get into it next time. Thank you for tuning in to Make Your Case vlog. That's Michael Douglas. I'm Marc Beckwith. We'll see you.